think anyone who's met my father could never deny that. His grunts and drive to see the completion of the task at hand are the marks it left on him. Though I often thought he possessed these qualities before then, I only knew my father as a Marine. Mark served our country proud, always hoping for service, yet somehow it avoided him. He always told us that his years in the Corps were perhaps the most peaceful. Even still, with integrity and honor, he fulfilled his service to a retirement after 20 years. For those of us who were with him during that time, we can remember and appreciate the early morning car rides to the knock at 0600. The constant rotation of spaghetti to pancakes and then back to spaghetti again for dinner. The nightly news with Jim Brokaw and tickle fests that oftentimes led into pains from laughter. Perhaps the Marines are trained in tickle torture, I always thought as a youth. Later, as friends of mine joined the Corps, I realized it was only him. After a few short months of retirement, my father found a job working in warehouses for Nextel. This escalated to the IT side of things and numerous words and descriptions of things I've never been accustomed to. Switches, routers, call centers, boards, and so on. He was delighted to have found a job, a profession requiring a balance between intelligence and socializing. This was perfect for him. His witty remarks and endless stories let people know he cared more about them than the job, as long as they got it done. For years he spoke of these stories as some of us listened in with blank stares. He enjoyed what he was doing, that we could tell. And somewhat like the Marine Corps, you have to be an insider to really know what was going on. This type of culture really made an impression on him. Eventually he grew out of barraging us with Marine and EDS/Sprint/Nextel stories, using them to pepper whatever else we spoke about that was relevant or on TV. These were the years I'll really cherish. Adult conversations about complex topics, only for the purpose of circling the idea, to come at it from different angles, never to really solve the issue, but see it from multiple perspectives. Mark was awesome at that, always helping us see the big picture. If you've ever been a part of one of those conversations, a phone call that lasted well beyond its term, or sat with him through a monologue that obliterated the hour-long episodes you had originally sat down to watch, or denied you the chance to leave when you were on your way out the door, then you can relate. It's obvious this meant that he appreciated your company and cared enough to give you his insight and credible opinion on the topic. His advice and caution should be heeded. My father, Mark Gregg, was a helpful and patient teacher, constantly reminding us to pay a close and sharp attention to detail, always elucidating on the aspects of a topic we were most likely to neglect or miss. It goes without saying that he will be missed. One can hardly afford to forget this man. His compassion for the poor and sympathies toward servicemen were unparalleled. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Hoorah.